Alright guys, welcome back to our Let's Play of Lost Odyssey. We're gonna go and get started from where we last left off. So let's go ahead and get into this. And like I mentioned before, when there is a cutscene, I will be quiet. Gonna go ahead and look around for more items like we did last time. And you can speak to the people here in the town, but I'm gonna wait until after we speak to the council and see what they want from us. Go ahead and keep moving on. Basically, majority of the time, you're just gonna be following these two guards. And there is hidden items throughout the game. For instance, there is one right here by this bench, but you can't get it without this special item, which we will get later on in the game. Go ahead and kick this one too to get the item out of it. There's another poster right here you can get something from. And these seeds and nameplate that I have gotten, I'll explain what they are later on in the game when we get to the use of them.
Well done. You may leave. Lieutenant Kaya Marganar, we thank you for a job well done. I am Roxian, chairman of the Central Council of Ura. Well, Lieutenant, it seems people are calling you the Immortal. We've heard there were almost no survivors from Ura or Kent after the meteor crashed on the Highlands, and yet you appear to be unharmed, even though you were presumably at the precise point of impact. Tell me, how did you survive?
I don't know.
My lord, please allow me to explain.
Fine. Speak.
Thank you, my lord. Actually, this man is immortal thanks to my magic energy. He is under a spell of immortality that I conjured.
I wish to know more. This immortality spell, how does it work?
I don't know.
What? Are you saying that you don't know about the spell cast on you?
I don't remember. I recalled nothing.
My lord, this man has lost his memory. However, he is skilled in magic energy. So I have been studying his abilities.
Then what can you tell us, Gongora?
With all due respect, my lord, the spell is a curse. It is said that merely hearing it brings death near. For the safety of everyone, it is better that the spell be kept secret.
Very well. Since I trust your studied opinion, I shall take your word that we should not know the spell. Death is determined by fate, and one cannot fight it. Lieutenant, since it seems that you cannot be killed, the Council would like to bestow a special mission on you. We want you to go to Grandstaff.
My lord.
Gongora, you cannot keep this hidden any longer. Till now, construction has been left up to you, but we've lost contact with the site.
It's just that...
Gongora! Until we can confirm that Grandstaff project is safe, construction shall be suspended.
Yes, my lord.
So now, Lieutenant Argonar. You know of Grandstaff, under construction in the Sea of Bas?
I've heard that it's a magic staff.
Yes, it is. As you just heard, all communications with the site have been cut off for some time now. Considering the danger from magic energy leaks, we suspect that no one can investigate the possible cause, except someone immortal.
Well, there is someone else.
What did you say?
At the Wall Highlands, another immortal. Her name is Balmor.
Well then, this other one shall accompany you. I shall summon her. Quickly, make the arrangements.
Right away, my lord.
My lord, pardon me for saying this, but I'm building Grandstaff for the sake of our nation and its people.
Enough! We will await Khaim's return and report.
Of course, my lord.
You are dismissed, Lieutenant.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and go to the inn. While we're on the way there, we are gonna be looking for items though. One right here. And another one here. And then right here at the poster. There's another poster right here. And then another one right here. And another one. Go ahead and keep moving towards the hotel.
And now, counselors, I propose that Gongora be removed from Grandstaff Project, with control transferred to this council.
My lord!
In addition, until Lieutenant Argonar completes his investigation, I propose that Gongora be confined to his residence under surveillance. Those who disagree with my proposal, raise your hands now.
It appears I have no choice.
but to agree.
I see there are no objections. It is decided.
I don't think he liked that very much. Go ahead and check in.
As Kaim slips into deep sleep, his dream unfolds. A dream or his past. At this moment, there is no way he could know.
The family members have tears in their eyes when they welcome Khan back to the inn from his long journey. Thank you so much for coming. He understands the situation immediately. The time for departure is drawing near. Too soon. Too soon. But still, he knows this day would have to come sometime and not in the distant future. I might never see you again, she said to him with the sad smile he left on this journey, her smiling face almost transparent and the whiteness so fragile and therefore indescribably beautiful as she lay in bed. May I see Hannah now? He asks. The innkeeper gives him a tiny nod and says, I don't think she'll know who you are, though. She hasn't opened her eyes since last night, she warns Chaim. He can tell from the slight movement on her chest that she is clinging to a frail thread of light, but it could snap at any moment. It's such a shame. I know you made a special point to come here for her. Another tear glides down the wife's cheek. Never mind. It's fine, Chaim says. He has been present at the innumerable deaths, and his experience has taught him much. Death takes away the power of speech, first of all, then the ability to see. What remains alive to the very end, however, is the power to hear. Even though the person has lost consciousness, it is by no means unusual for the voices of the family to bring forth smiles or tears. Khan puts his arms around the woman's shoulder and says, I have lots of travel stories to tell her. I've been looking forward to this my whole time on the road. Instead of smiling, the woman releases another large tear and nods to Khan. and Hannah was so looking forward to hearing your stories. Her sobs almost drowned out her words. The innkeeper says, I wish I could urge you to rest up from your travels before you see her, but Kime interrupts his apologies. Of course, I'll see her right away. There is very little time left. Hannah, the only daughter of the innkeeper and his wife, will probably breathe her last breath before the sun comes up. Kime lowers his pack to the floor and quietly opens the door to Hannah's room. Hannah was frail from birth. Far from enjoying the opportunity to travel, she rarely left the town or even the neighborhood in which she was born and raised. This child will probably not live to adulthood, the doctor told her parents. To this tiny girl with extraordinarily beautiful, doll-like features, the gods had dealt an all too sad destiny. That they had allowed her to be born the only daughter of the keepers of a small inn by the highway was perhaps one small act of atonement for such iniquity. Hannah was unable to go anywhere, but the guests who stayed at her parents' inn would tell her stories of the countries and towns and landscapes and people that she would never know. Whenever new guests arrived at the inn, Hannah would ask them, Where are you from? Where are you going? Can you tell me a story? She would sit and listen to their stories with the sparkling eyes, urging them on the new episode with, and then. When they left the inn, she would beg them, please come back and tell me lots and lots of stories about faraway countries. She would stand there waving until the person disappeared far down the highway, give one lonely sigh, and go back to bed. Hannah is sound asleep. No one else is in the room, perhaps an indication that she has long since passed the stage when the doctors can do nothing for her. Kime sits down in the chair next to the bed and says with a smile, Hello, Hannah. I'm back. She does not respond. Her little chest, still without swelling of grown woman, raises and falls almost imperceptibly. I went far across the ocean this time, he tells her. The ocean on the side where the sun comes up. I took a boat from the harbor way, way, way far beyond the mountains you can see from this window. I was on the sea from the time the moon was perfectly round till it got smaller and smaller and then bigger and bigger until it was full again. There was nothing but ocean as far as the eye could see, just the sea and the sky. You can imagine it, Hannah. You've never seen the ocean, but I'm sure people have told you about it. It's like a huge, big, endless puddle. Kime chuckles to himself, and it seems to him that Hannah's pale white cheeks move slightly. She can hear him. Even if she cannot speak or see, her ears are still alive, believing and hoping this to be true. Kime continues with the story of his travels. He speaks no words of parting. As always with Hannah, Kime smiles with a special gentleness he has never shown to anyone else, and he goes on telling his tales with a bright voice, sometimes even accompanying his stories with exaggerated gestures. He tells her about the blue ocean. He tells her about the blue sky. He says nothing about the violent sea battle that stained the ocean red. He never tells her about those things. Hannah was still a tiny girl when Kime first visited the inn. When she asked him, Where are you from? And will you tell me some stories? With her childish pronunciations and innocent smile, Kime felt a soft glow in his chest. At the time he was returning from a battle, more precisely, he had ended one battle and was on his way to the next. His life consisted of traveling from one battle to another, and nothing about that was changed to this day. He has taken the lives of countless enemy troops and witnessed the deaths of countless comrades on the battlefield. Moreover, the only thing separating enemies from their comrades is the slightest stroke of fortune. Had the gears of destiny turned in the slightly different way, his enemies would have been comrades and his comrades enemies. This is the fate of the mercenary. He was spiritually worn down back then and feeling unbearably lonely. As the processors of eternal life, Kaim had no fear of death, which was precisely why each of the soldiers' faces distorted in fear, and why each face of a man who died in agony was burned permanently into his brain. Ordinarily, he would spend nights on the road drinking, immersing himself into an alcoholic stupor, or pretending to. He was trying to make himself forget the unforgettable. When, however, he saw Hannah smile as she begged him for stories about his long journey, he felt a warmer and deeper comfort than he could ever obtain from liquor. He told her many things about a beautiful flower he had discovered on the battlefield, about the bewitching beauty of the mist filling the forest the night before the battle, about the marvelous taste of the spring water in the ravine where he and his men had fled after a losing battle, about a vast, bottomless blue sky he never saw, he saw after the battle. He never told her anything sad. He kept his mouth shut about the human ugliness and the stupidity he witnessed endlessly on the battlefield. He concealed his position as a mercenary from her, kept silent regarding his reasons for traveling consistently, and spoke only of things that were beautiful and sweet and lovely. He sees now that he told Hannah only beautiful stories of the road like this, not so much out of concern for her purity, but for his own sake. Stating the inn where Hannah waited to see him turned out to be one of Kaim's small pleasures in life. Telling her about the memories brought back from his journey, he felt some degree of salvation, however slight. 5 years, 10 years, his friendship with the girl continued. Little by little, he neared adulthood, which meant that, as the doctors had predicted, each day brought her that much closer to death. And now, Kaim ends the last travel story he will share with her. He can never see her again, can never tell her stories again before dawn. When the darkness of night is at its deepest, long pauses entered into Hannah's breathing. The frail thread of her life is about to snap as Kaim and her parents watch over her. The tiny light that was lodged into Kaim's breast will be extinguished. His lonely travels will begin tomorrow. His long, long travels without end. You'll be leaving on travels of your own soon, Hannah, Kaim tells her gently. You'll be leaving for a world that no one knows, a world that has never entered into any of our stories you have heard so far. Finally, you will be able to leave your bed and walk anywhere you want to go. You'll be free. He wants her to know that death is not sorrow, but a joy mixed with tears. It's your turn now. Be sure and tell everyone about the memories of your journey. Her parents will make that same journey someday, and someday Hannah will be able to meet all the guests she had known at the inn, far beyond the sky. I, however, can never go there. I can never escape this world. I can never see you again. This is not goodbye. It's just the start of your journey. He speaks his final words to her. We'll meet again. His final lie to her. Hannah makes her departure. Her face is transfused with a tranquil smile as if she has just said, "See you soon." Her eyes will never open again. A single tear glides slowly down her cheek. Alright guys, so that was one of Kaim's dreams that we just read off. I'm going to go ahead and end the episode off there. I know it was a little shorter than the last episode, but we're going to go ahead and end there today. The next episode, we're going to go ahead and see about going to Grandstaff and seeing what we can find out there to see what happened. But I do want to thank you guys again for enjoying this episode and being a part of Titan Tiger Gaming. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe, comment, and like this video. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.